Yeah, Atletico Madrid and Arsenal. Omienu na omunjibida. Osha the other side, PSG ni Bayern Munich. Omienu omajibida. In fact, PSG current reigning champions of the Champions League. It makes the Champions League semi-final very, very interesting. Now, Rich, you started from Arsenal by Atletico Madrid for side. No? Atletico were bought Champions League final in 2014 and 2016. Oluzu nina to Real Madrid. 2014 final no. Olusu 4-1. And 2016 final no. After 1-1 draw in normal time or call penalties and Olusu 5-3. So Diego Simeone has suffered that in the final of the Champions League on Team NG Bida with Atletico Madrid. Now Oshe Arsenal and so they want to come and make a statement. Say over the last season, sir, they have come very close. And when you look at the last time we win the Champions League, that was about Omuko Champions League final. That was 10 years ago. That was 20 years ago, sorry. 2006 final on Barcelona, Eboya or Lusu 2-1. They want to make a statement and say they have come out of those situations to become a big name in football once again, especially in Champions League conversations. But compare that as this Arsenal team to Diego Simeone, Atletico Madrid now, you cannot clearly point out who is capable of beating who. Because at this point, no, or you're quite cautious. Arsenal, if they want to prioritize one trophy between Champions League and Premier League now, they will take the Premier League. Because Enono has come with a bit more prestige to them than the Champions League. Compare the two. Atletico Madrid and Sua, the kind of footballer or ball, when you compare how they played against Barcelona, both the home game and then the away game, Utimu said they have a lot of squad depth, but are very protective. So look at the two. Arsenal knowing very well that I need to prioritize the Premier League, but I have a Champions League that Minyanosu Kanhua Kebemede. But coming against Diego Simeone, also a very, 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 he's eyeing the final with the idea that if I go to the final with at the third attempt, I need to try and win it. Now, Yemba PSG, anybody Munich side, or I'm not make us be said. On paper, you would want to favor PSG more than Bayern Munich, because in terms of all-round ability, every single player in the PSG setup has an exceptional quality here. It's not just about positions or mobile. They all move forward, and when they have to defend, they all come back. But when you look at their attacking power, you look at Desiree Doué, Ousmane Dembele, any Abranti Efeno, Kivichak Kvaratskhelia, the kind of footballer or mobile, and say the way they want to score you, the way they want to attack you, the way they want to press you. That is one thing I was a Bayern Munich because if Bayern Munich want to win the game against PSG, they have to look at these things very well. Omo defensive pair of Jonathan Tah and Abranti Efeno Dayoto Pamecano have not been too solid, and that has been the problem. Eddie Omunya, even in the game against Real Madrid, Omo boy just this week. Ushe game ni year goals Omo concede here. Adagule second goal here. First goal, but no, a mistake. No, okay, let's just assume that Manonoya was a bit complacent and didn't, do very well on that situation. But if Kylian Mbappe go here, clearly Vinicius Junior Eddie Bon progressing into attack. No, the Upamecano could have done a better job by tracking down Kylian Mbappe and intercepting that ball. But Wanyanisa, and they considered that goal. The only thing that Bayern Munich would have to work on is defense. They have everything that it takes to win the Champions League.
As I gave you who goes wow, because two teams they love to attack
exactly,
and they don't prioritize defending
so much.
Because Bayern, like you said, Bayern himself on certain need top class defenders.
Yeah,
Upamecano, Jonathan Tah, what I say, and Ebo Omo Chihono. So what I say, the same thing applies to. You can say Paris Saint-Germain, Pachu, Marquinhos, which defensive winning said if you look
because
at say team no na who dey in offensive when they are attacking.
Ushe even Ashraf Hakimi and Nuno Mendes. When they press forward, you can see how inspiring it is even to the attack, the contribution that they give to the attack. No, and you can look at these things very carefully and say that sa game no goes bebem, but on the face of it, you can't be considered pan Bayern.
Sa game no, I bet to say Real Madrid ne Bayern no. What better take you chances no? You win.
And you who wants it more, you be win the game. Who succeeds? Maybe I can't say I love the way Bayern Munich play. And now me share documentary be behind the scenes. Bayern Munich for a Real Madrid boy. And I was very intrigued because I was even looking at how Pavlovic etimi calling for the baller Joshua Kimmich across the man share the equalizer. I managed 1-1 during the game against Bayern Munich. And it tells me that the Bayern Munich players have a lot of unity in the team. Vincent Company, why a Juma papa with this team. You can see that, yes, they are building a team that they want to compete at the highest level. But at the same time, the manager, Odio Mwenimno, he's one person who is very cautious and very careful about how he leads the team forward. Now, a united team would always beat a talented team. Because if players no no munim say at this level, this is what we have to do. You can always vouch for that team to perform better than a team that just has talent. At the point where they need it the most, they may not show up. Rich, Bayern Munich need to take advantage of game against PSG because if they manage to go to the final, there's nothing that will stop them. BT PSG. Whoever they will meet in the final will not be able to stop them because after playing the quarterfinal with Real Madrid and meeting PSG in the semi-final, you would have prepared yourself because you have played at least 2 finals before the final. Yeah. So, I would go slightly...
So, among the 4, why not become?
No, among the 4, I'll go for Bayern Munich. Okay. Bayern Munich is slightly ahead of PSG. I understand the talent with the PSG and somehow exciting on football. But I see Bayern Munich and Vincent Company building something very special. Okay. If they can keep that unity and fix that defensive situation, there's nobody that can beat them.